Hello everyone, and welcome to a quick, fun bonus video that I'm doing live with. Well, I'd like to give a shout out to everyone in the live chat, but the last 100 messages is just Sotos, 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 Booty, Sotos, 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 Ovali, Sotos, Sotos. But we also have here Tiago, Modru, Cherry. Welcome everyone. I just finished watching the first season of Black Lagoon, and I'm going to watch 2 episodes of Losing Heroines after this, Makiine. But first, let's go big three anime music battle. Save one anime song and who is the winner. So I'm going to make notes for. The big three is Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, and One Piece, right? I think. So I'm going to, cause I'm gonna like some songs better than others, right? So then I will count up which anime got the most points. I don't think Naruto counts as part of the big three because it only came later. Is it? Wait, which one came later? One Piece. Wait. Oh, DBZ was earlier, so DBZ doesn't count. But DBZ was the father of the big three. The grandpa. I see. Sorry. I that was all before my time. I only got into anime like 7 years ago. I'm still learning. So let me get it. It's Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach. It's so funny to me. I watched all three of these anime before I started watching Dragon Ball. I first started with Bleach when I was really young, but I only ever watched the first 100 episodes, and I finished it because I never knew where to watch it. And I finished it a couple of years ago, and then Thousand Year Blood War came out right after I finished it. That was so cool. I started One Piece after like 1 year of, having this channel. And Naruto, I started maybe just after I started One Piece. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's really sad. I was looking forward to hearing some DBZ music, but I guess it helps me to avoid spoilers, so it's fine. Let's go. Okay, so opening 12 of Bleach. I'm gonna go with One Piece for this one. I was thinking I would choose episode 12 of Bleach, but then once the opening 11 started playing, I was like, no, okay, it's One Piece. So that's 1 point for One Piece. Although all of three of these great openings. Oh no, how could you not choose the first One Piece opening? This is crazy. Honestly, I feel like they should have put them opening 1 versus opening 1 versus opening 1. Opening 2 versus opening 2 versus opening 2. Okay, no. Definitely One Piece. This is such a good opening too, though. That makes it difficult. Because you can't not go with the first. Okay, this is the first Thousand Year Blood War ending. Okay, I'm gonna put my screen over here, so. Ooh, no, 19. Easy. Oh my god, 3 for One Piece already. This is not how I expected it to go. Bleach is, for me, I always thought I was biased for Bleach music, but Wow, 3 in a row for One Piece. That's good. No, Bleach. Oh no! Oh no, Naruto! Sorry. This one, this is like my soul. This one is like the theme of when I went to Japan. Oh no, One Piece. I love that one. I hope you guys are keeping track of your answers too. Oh, I love this one. I used to listen to this a lot. No, Bleach. Finally, Bleach wins one! Yeah, no. Finally! I'm quite biased for Bleach music, so I'm surprised by how this is going. Ooh, I forgot the chorus. Oh, it got muted. How does opening 6 go? What's it called? I can maybe look up a small part, but it clearly got muted for copyright. Oh wait, there we go. Just a small... No, opening this one. The fighting dreamers. Remember when we listened to the one when everyone the commemorative one? Oh no, nothing can beat that one. We are fighting. And then that one guy, Cherry says still One Piece for her. But then remember that one guy's voice? I have to listen to that part of the song over and over and over again because he's got such a great singing voice. I don't know who he... It's all the VAs singing the opening together. But I don't know which guy sings that one part, and it just melts me every time. But it is really difficult because all of these openings are so good. I want to listen to them all again. Wait. But the chorus of this one is super great. So nostalgic. Okay, wait, I already wrote down the winner, right? Naruto. Nah, that one wins so hard. Oh, this is really tough. I'm not the... Like, I obviously every single song is good, but I'm not really biased for any... Like, none of these bring up specific emotions for me, so... Maybe this one, the most nostalgic. Yeah, Bleach. But it's much nostalgia. All of the songs are great. I actually don't remember this very well. It could have been that was an opening that triggered a lot of blocks on my video, so I ended up maybe stopped listening to it, or okay, but the Bleach visuals are pretty great for the openings too. Okay, no, but that's true for all of them. Okay, out. You can't. I feel like if it's the first opening or the first ending of any of these shows, that's gonna be the one that ends up winning, because it's like it sets the tone almost for, you know, the whole show. So One Piece again. So currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for One Piece, 2 for Naruto, 2 for Bleach. I'm shocked. This is the one to beat. No. One Piece again. Although, look at... Ooh! It's that one? That's a good one, but no, it's One Piece for me. Sometimes I don't remember like a little part, but once the chorus hits, I'm like, oh. Okay, but no, it's One Piece for me, because they're doing Bleach dirty, though. How can that song compete with those two? Yeah, I kind of agree. It's weird what they're putting together sometimes, but eh. G-O-O-D-Y. No, it's Bleach. Oh, but it's Bleach. No, Bleach. But this is also a very good one. Oh man, they're all so good, but it's Bleach for me. Modru, Tiago, and Cherry all One Piece, but I can't listen to that first one. Actually, I want to listen to it again. Let's go. But they didn't put the best part, which was G-O-O-D-Y. And see, this is why I put the Bleach so high on my favorites list. I feel like I have a lot more nostalgia for Bleach because of when I watched it. But that's a good, nice opening for Naruto as well. Booty says Naruto though. This sounds like a Gintama ending as well. This sounds like a... The Bleach ED sounds like a Gintama ED. The One Piece ED sounds like a Bleach ED, and the Naruto ED sounds like a Naruto ED. This is a tough one. Oh gosh. Sorry, sometimes it's not enough. I have to... Oh man, that's a good one. This one too. I'm gonna have to go with the Bleach one though. Very giri giri though. Ooh, this VA. I mean the song singer. I couldn't remember the word for singer. I almost said songstress. Like that's the thing. I mean it is. Liliana is a songstress, but you get what I'm saying. No one says that. Oh, look at them. It's One Piece or Bleach for me, but it's difficult. Like again. I'm so sorry. This was supposed to take 15 minutes, but of course. So natsukashi! This is a good song, but I'm gonna have to go with my bias. Okay, Bleach is catching up to One Piece. This is... also very natsukashi. Sugoi natsukashi. Is that a word? Can I say that? Sugoi natsukashi. No, Bleach. But no, Bleach. I don't have to hear the other is. Oh, that's a good one, and they didn't even put the best part. Is it the one where it goes 1, 2, 3, shine? Here we go. Is it that one? But they put it against this Bleach opening. It's so tough. See, Cherry says definitely One Piece because we waited for 2 years for it to air again. Wait, what? Okay, but see, I wasn't watching back then, so I wouldn't have that feeling. But when did it not air for 2 whole years? Okay, but I'm gonna have to go with Bleach because... I mean... we can listen to it all again. Just cause. I thought it would include like OSTs and stuff as well. After Kuma sent them all away, they took a break. People were thinking that was the ending. Wait, a break for 2 years? Really? I didn't know about that. Like, I feel like I was told. But it didn't sink in. Like, I thought this recent break was the first break that was that long. 2 years? We didn't even have to wait 6 months. Wow, okay. I think Cherry meant the 2-year time skip. Oh, well, that makes more sense. Thank you. Oh, okay. Cherry says, sorry, I mistitled that. 2 years, the Straw Hats were separated and had to wait 2 years for them to reunite. And then you mean the song, you heard the song after the in story 2 years. Okay, see, what I didn't watch it with everyone else week by week, so that kind of stuff kind of goes over my head. Soto says, I love so much the old One Piece visuals, but his answer is Bleach. I have to listen again. But yeah, the visuals for One Piece makes me feel also like... But I think I'm gonna go with Bleach again. Although, this one kind of gets a vibe going, doesn't it? No, wait, I'm changing my answer. One Piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Bleach so far. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for One Piece so far. And then 2 for Naruto. I think my bias is showing. Just for you guys to get an idea. No, wait. Here. I recently redid my top 10. So that would be my top 10. But it's very difficult. There's top 15 if you want to see. Top 20. So One Piece is my number 1. And I recently realized how biased I am for Bleach. So I had to make it jump up a few spaces. Neon Genesis Evangelion used to be my top 3. But I wiggled things around a bit. But yeah. So just to give you guys an idea. Because I definitely think, you know... when you watched something, what did you see first? Those kinds of things matter. So even if One Piece is like my favorite show of all time and Luffy is my favorite anime character of all time, the music of Bleach hits different for me and evokes a lot of different feelings because... Okay, but not this one, because... One Piece. So wait. Let me just Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. We started at 2, so this one goes for One Piece. Okay, so now it's 8 for One Piece, 7 for Bleach, 2 for Naruto. The visuals for that one I love. Oh, I love this one! Three, 2, 1, make some noise! How? Tiago says Bleach. One Piece, One Piece, One Piece. Ooh, that is so tough. I don't think Bleach stands a chance here for me, but how dare they? I'm gonna give this one to Naruto because it's the first opening of. But no. This one brings too much good feelings. I'm gonna go with another one for One Piece. Sir Maso says One Piece, Naruto, and then Bleach. Yeah, for me too. But Naruto's not far behind this one, but I have to choose. I don't feel like any of those bring up any specific emotions for me, so I'm actually going to give it to Naruto because that one feels like, oh, I want to listen more again. This one's good. The next one's good. All of them are good. I'm gonna... Another one for Naruto! Aww, I can't hear. Ah! Oh, One Piece. Easy. Ooh, this one's a good one too, though. But no, easy One Piece. Ooh, Bleach is falling behind again. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that was so memorable! Man, Naruto has some great visuals too. Wow. No wonder these were the big three. Like, imagine living through this era. I could not, like, you must be like, if you watch these three shows and you're not an absolute dipshit that, you know, did the fandom wars or whatever. I don't know how it really was to live through. But imagine if you lived through this and you actually enjoyed all three for what they were. Peak life right there, you know. You just go from one week to the next week on a high from watching all these great shows and like, but which one did I say? Bleach. That one's for Bleach. I'm sad I wasn't born earlier. Or One Piece. Oh, look how beautiful she is! It's a good one. But now One Piece. What I wanted to say... wait, I forgot what I was saying. No, I forgot what I was saying. Oh! I was gonna say that I wish I was like born earlier or I got into anime earlier, but at the same time, I'm grateful that I got into anime when I did because I was able to share the whole experience with a lot of you. I'm sure that comes with some drawbacks, but mostly positives. Like, I mean, showing your reaction live or with thousands of people, sometimes it can have negative effects where people try and force you to like what they like, but at the same time, there were way more benefits. This is a good one. Well, this is a good one. Oh, right. The internet wasn't such a big thing back then, so fan wars probably were less. Yeah. I feel like I remember someone saying when it came to DBZ, for example, there wasn't really internet, and I'm not talking about in Japan, I'm more talking about people watching it in the West, but obviously it also would have happened in Japan, I'm sure. Because there wasn't really online discourse and people weren't anonymous and they couldn't just blah, 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 blah. Kids watched it and they were excited to go to school the next day and talk to their friends about it. It was like a whole other vibe. So I guess it would have been similar for the big three, because even then the internet was only just becoming a thing. So I guess it was a much smaller... I think I'm gonna go with Bleach. Once again, nostalgia wins. But this one would be a close second. Pokemon chat rooms were wild, really? Pokemon? Good one. Good one. Don't remember it. One Piece. But those were pretty equal. All of those were pretty equal for me, with One Piece winning slightly and then Bleach and then Naruto. Ooh, that... Remember that arc, Sotos? Ooh, this is nice. Ooh. How did they not have... Oh wait, this was Shippuden only. So they didn't have Naruto. Like, where was the Bluebird one? Wait, how can you not... For this one, I feel like probably on a personal note One Piece, but I always want to give it to Naruto just because, like, why didn't they include... They included OG Bleach and Thousand Year Blood War. They included all of One Piece, but they didn't include Naruto, only Shippuden. Why? Interesting. Okay, wait, I haven't really chosen a favorite. Oh, there were Fighting Dreamers. There were some OG Naruto openings in there. I feel like their choices were very interesting. I think I'm gonna give this one to Naruto. Okay, Naruto for me. Okay, let's count up the scores. Yusha says if this was best of OST, I think Bleach would win by light years. I was hoping for OSTs to be included. Some. So I have 4 for Naruto, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for One Piece, and 7, 8, 9 for Bleach, which I'm really surprised by. Just because, as I said, Bleach was one of the first anime that I ever got introduced to, so I do have a lot of bias for it, especially the music brings up emotions and nostalgia. So I thought it was gonna be closer. But I'm glad to see that the One Piece did win because it is my favorite show. But for the story and the characters, you know, not necessarily for the music. Booty said I was expecting some OST, not only openings and endings. So Naruto 15, One Piece 10, and Bleach 0, which makes sense since I think I only listened to the first Bleach opening and skipped or listened once to some One Piece songs while I listened to all of the openings and endings for Naruto in my hardcore binge watch of it. That makes sense. Out of all of these openings and endings, I've probably most listened to all the Bleach ones because, like I said, it was one of my first anime. And so even if I didn't know where to watch the rest of Bleach back then, I was listening to the music over and over and over again. Soto says 4 Bleach, 3 Naruto, and everything else One Piece. Mulder says I had 3 Bleach, everything else for One Piece, and 0 for Naruto. Tiago says Bleach 13, One Piece 11, Naruto 1. Soto says, Modru, you voting for Naruto is like me wishing for ball. It ain't happening. Sir Masao says the Whitebeard OST still gives me chills. Not many other OSTs do. No, One Piece definitely has some good OSTs, but the Bleach ones are to me most recognizable. Some of them, not all of them, but just on average, if I think OST, there's some big... Okay, but then again, even Fairy Tail. But Fairy Tail is a different, not here. It made me realize, I forget some Bleach. Cherry says Bleach 1, Naruto 2, One Piece, everything else. Okay. That was fun. Thank you guys for joining me for that. I would like to do more because there were so many that I feel, oh, but what about that one? But what about that one? But I think in terms of, even if One Piece won overall, maybe One Piece has more good OPs and EDs for me on average, especially just in terms of the feelings they bring up. But you know that one that shoots, that makes you scream when you hear it. That is Bleach for me. There might not be as many as in One Piece, but yeah, do you understand what I'm trying to say? They didn't have this ending. I'm so pissed. Which one? Aww. I can't play it because I don't want to get copy. That makes me miss Vivi too. I'm so happy that One Piece is coming back. Yeah. Okay. And this is all making me thinking. Excuse me. This is making me think of the conversation we had at the start of the stream about that guy that was literally out of the blue bringing up One Piece during my Dragon Ball Z reaction when I didn't even mention One Piece in that video. And then, oh, the conversation that came from that on my last video, I can't. I love all of these shows for various different reasons. They each bring something super special to the table, and they're so memorable. And I think that children who are raised on these collective shonen, they're more likely to become good people. That is the truth. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.